The government is useless. Or should that be R? What's the correct answer? A. The government is useless. B. The government are useless. Or C. Both are correct. Well, here's another interesting difference between British and American English. If you use a collective noun, such as government or team, should you use singular verbs or plural verbs? So, if I'm referring to the British government, should I use is or are? Well, in British English, you can use both. It's left to the speaker to decide whether they're thinking of the government as a singular entity or as a group of individuals. I might say the government is useless, or the government are useless, or the government are a bunch of morons. Americans look at a singular noun and say it requires a singular verb, which is perfectly logical. So they would say the government is doing a good job. Brits look at a collective noun and see that even though it's singular, it represents a bunch of people, so they think it needs a plural verb. This applies to corporate bodies, bands, football teams, basically any group. So the correct answer to my original question is C. Both can be correct. Similar collective nouns which can be used in the singular or plural are family, team, jury, and community. When we look at corporate bodies such as Google or Netflix, you could use both. Netflix are launching a new service, or Netflix is launching a new service. The same with bands. Okay, with the Beatles, maybe it's obvious. Arguably, each member of the band is a Beatle. And as the name itself is plural, you would say the Beatles were an incredible band, or the Beatles have released a new single, and not the Beatles was an incredible band, or the Beatles has released a new single. But it applies to singular names too. For example, I would much rather say Radiohead are playing in my hometown than Radiohead is playing in my hometown, because I'm thinking of each member of the band playing, not them as some sort of corporate entity. And if Americans think all this is very strange, think of the word police. This is one collective noun that always uses a plural verb. In American English too. The police are launching a crackdown on drugs, not the police is launching a crackdown on drugs. Another one is the word people. It's been my experience that people are generally forgiving, not it's been my experience that people is generally forgiving.